No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Unity. So happy you are here joining us today, and we are so happy that Wild Embers is back to lend their beautiful voices and songs today. So here is Holler of Our Heart.
Where are we going? Where have we been? Right here, right now, let us begin to open our hearts. We've lost our way. Can't see the you in the me. Repeat. to mind. Where are we going now? Where have we been? Right here, right now, let us begin. Let us heal the jigsaw of our mind, renewing with self-love. Be patient, it takes time. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Everybody! Each day can be a brand new start. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Each day can be a brand new start. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Each day can be a brand new start.
Wild Embers!
Oh, thank you, thank you. We are so happy to have you with us. And what an idea. Listen to the holler of our hearts. Each day can be a brand new start. We welcome you this morning to Unity Spiritual Center of Portland, where we gather with both an intention to listen to our hearts and an intention to be a part of a larger story for humanity. I'm Reverend Lisa Davis. I'm part of this sacred community and this ability for all of us to continue to expand and evolve and to gather and to love ourselves, each other, and this world inviting us to hold a larger story. So as we gather, I wanted to say one thing. I love that idea. Listen to the hollow of our hearts. Each day can be a brand new start. And we might think, no, I woke up with the same news as yesterday. However, as we wake up every morning, we have that ability to breathe in that truth and that connection to the infinite presence and power, whatever you want to call it. And you know, in the 1300s, Rumi said, what you seek is seeking you. There is a story seeking every one of us, waiting to be born, to be expanded, to know itself through us. And I know that story is inclusion. It's knowing that all of us not only have a right to be here, but we have an ability to have food and water and clothing and housing and all that's needed. And so as we gather with that intention, and we know that peace is our path, we get to realize that every day is a new start because each of us have a part of this story. And so we welcome you this morning. We're going to open in prayer. And it's not praying to some God out there. Instead, it's opening to our hearts, to the truth, to the Spirit, to the presence and the power. And if you've shut down some this week just because of the events that do not need to be happening, but may be happening, to what's going on, all of it is an invitation to rise, to remember. And let's just begin this service in prayer. Infinite presence, we acknowledge the vibrant life everywhere present. It is love. It is the energy and the movement of spirit. It is intelligent. It calls us, and it continues to move through each of us. With every breath, we take in that awareness that we are the universe becoming aware of itself. We are an awakening into a larger understanding, and we stand right where we are in our day and say, I am willing to know, to learn, to expand, to connect, and to be one with all. For this opportunity to gather in this knowing and to open our lives to the divine wisdom of this universe. We say thank you, Infinite Spirit. And so it is. Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Beth O'Shields, your administrator. I'll be sharing the announcements with you this morning. We're so glad you joined us. My pronouns are she and her. And we first want to welcome our prayer chaplains who are available to pray with you this morning. This morning we have Colleen and Patricia. And each week we have two prayer chaplains who are available to pray with you confidentially one-on-one. And you can also submit a prayer request. Those are in the backs of your chairs and out on the lobby table. They do the dial-a-prayer each day. So if you need a little more encouragement, a little lift of faith, you can always call that number during the week. And they lead our Sunday morning guided meditations at 10:30 each week in the chapel. Today, following the service, we have a Spiral Dynamics workshop. This is going to be right here in the sanctuary with Reverend Lisa. You'll have time to take a little break, go downstairs, get a little coffee and snack, meet back up here about 12:45. There was no registration for this, so I'll be at the door, and we'll take the suggested love offering, the $25 at that time. Also today, the LGBTQ plus group meets. They'll be in the chapel today following the service, again around 12:45. Allies are always invited to this monthly meeting. We also have the Unity Changemakers who are going to be downstairs. They're putting together whistle packets. If you don't know what that is, stop by and ask. Yeah, 15 or 20 minutes. They'd love to get you involved in that. They're also doing some postcards and sign making, so stop by and see what they're doing. I want to make mention the monthly labyrinth that typically happens on the third Thursday of each month. Taking a little hiatus. Stay tuned. We'll let you know when that kicks back up. The Green Bag Program, which kicked off a couple of weeks ago, they ran out of bags. How amazing. But they have 25 more. So come and pick them up. They've re-upped and they have 25 more. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to help those who are experiencing food insecurity in our community. So those are out on the table. There's also information about that. Also, while we're talking about food insecurity, this spring's community outreach program is focusing on feeding hunger in the community. It's a real challenge right now, and we're going to try to meet it the best that we can. There's a list of groups that they'll be supporting and a list of the things that they will be collecting, which also includes re-upping our little food pantry that we have downstairs in the kitchen. So pick one of these flyers up so that you know what they need, okay? Thursday Book Club, they meet now at 1 p.m. on Thursdays. They're having a special little social event this week with snacks when they pick their new book, so you can join them for that this Thursday, 1 o'clock. Next week following the service is our annual meeting. So plan to stay during Coffee and Connection. We look at the successes of the past year, state of the ministry, and we will be voting in our new slate of board of trustees. Easter's coming early this year. March 29th, which is week after next, is Palm Sunday. And we will continue with our spring series, The Call to Something More. We'll also, on that day, March 29th, we will be celebrating the life of our beloved community member, Jeff Krimmel. That'll be at 1:30 on the 29th. Before that service, the youth has their regular fifth Sunday fundraiser lunch that day. So they're going to have a potato bar downstairs, so you can stay for lunch. You can come to the service at 1:30. And then following the service, we're all going to enjoy pie, which was Jeff's favorite. So we hope you come and celebrate his life with us. I also want to mention if you can help the youth by bringing a potato topper that Sunday. They have a sign-up sheet downstairs by the elementary sign-ups. And if you're interested in helping by bringing a pie to Jeff's service, you can see me after the service. Good Friday, April the 3rd, brings us back to our forgiveness circle that happens yearly. This is where Reverend Lisa leads us through a moving process of forgiveness, powerful and moving time together. That service begins at 7. There'll be more information coming up on that. And as we get ready for spring, we celebrate on Easter Sunday. We fill the sanctuary with beautiful flowers. You have the opportunity to purchase a flower, put it in the sanctuary for that Sunday, take it home after. There are these forms that are out on the table. You can pick one up and get your order in. Also, the youth ed's having a plant sale. They'll tell you a little bit more about that, I'm sure, when they come up later. And we will also celebrate a special coffee and connection that Sunday with our special guest, the Easter Bunny. And he will host, or she will host, an Easter egg hunt for our youth following the service that day. So we have a lot of really wonderful things happening. All of that information is in the newsletter. We send that out each week. If you're not on the email list, if this is your first time, or maybe you've just come back after a time and you need to get on that, fill out one of these cards that are on the back of the welcome packets. And if this is your first time and you did not receive one of these this morning when you came in, if you'll raise your hand, our ushers have a handful of those. They would be happy to put one in your hands. As I said, you can fill out this card, or if you're a little savvy with the QR code, we'd appreciate you using that. Give us your information. We'll get you on that list. Red rose sticker on the front. If you put that on your name tag, we'll give you a nice warm welcome following the service, so we'll know who you are, and we invite you to come down to Coffee and Connection and enjoy some social time with us. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. And I want to take a moment and welcome all of you who are here for the first time. As we gather, one of the things we know is that every one of us is an infinite creation of spirit. We are whole, we have all that we need to do all that is ours to do, and it is so important right now in our world and in our individual journeys to have a place to connect, a place that knows who we are, and that we can join with others of like mind and support each other along this journey. That is vital. So if the words that you hear today work for you, I would encourage you to become a part. It is so important. If they do not, then continue seeking. Find a place that does say, I know who you are. I am walking this journey with you, because that's, right now, we're taking a sacred breath and saying, who are we and how do we meet our day? So we are so grateful for that. We are going to take a moment now, and we are going to sing. Okay.
We are.
Before we do that, wait 1 minute. Susie Ellen, I wanted to say welcome. Will you just stand for a moment? We want to welcome you. It's not easy to come when you've had a spouse make a transition, and we just want you to know that we love you, we bless you, we hold that light as you, and we know who you are. So thank you for being here.
And if you all would stand and join in this new congregational song that we learned last week, Wherever I Walk. 1, 2, 3.
Wherever I walk, let me be loved. Let me be loved. Let me be loved. Wherever I walk, let me be loved. Let me be loved.
Oh, yes. And I just invite you to turn to those around you with a handshake, with a namaste, with a welcome, and welcome those on this journey. Learn their names. You know how important it is to say hello to those around us, these divine beings. One of the things we're doing this Sunday, I'm just going to keep talking. I'm used to it at home. Nobody listens anyway. So when you have 24 and 26-year-olds, they don't want to listen. So, yay!
We're listening.
Oh, what I do know is that as a community, there's so many different things we do. For this Sunday and the next 2 Sundays, we're celebrating Love in Action. It was a program we had in place for years, and then COVID happened, and it went to a very interesting place, and it has been rebuilt. We have the opportunity to gather in teams and begin to serve and create the community that we want. And so I wanted to introduce to you today Denise Pfister, who is going to share. She has come in as a volunteer and been part of just continuing the process that Dixie did and others did.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My name's Denise, and I'm the service coordinator. I coordinate 12 ministries and 32 teams. And this year, we're working to activate 2 teams, the Welcome Team and the Congregation Support Team, formerly known as the CARE Team. The Welcome Team offers a hand to newcomers and a path to feeling accepted and informed. The Congregation Support Team offers a balancing anchor for those in our congregation who are having a difficult moment and are in need of our love and support. We will be in the foyer after the service to sign up, and we can sign you up for these 2 teams as well as many more and answer any questions that you have, okay? And behind me, you'll notice that we have this beautiful tapestry that says Love in Action. And some of you may be thinking, what is Love in Action? So Love in Action is a response to the call of our hearts. Love in action is the response to our heart's need for purpose, connection, and spirituality. It's the heart's fulfillment through offering our time to a purpose greater than ours alone. It's the fulfillment of connection with others who have like minds. And it's the fulfillment of finding a spiritual home. Love in action is the response to the call of our hearts. So, right now I would like to just bend your ear a little longer and tell you about my own personal experience volunteering. And over the next 2 Sundays, I have a couple of our other volunteers who are going to come up and speak to you as well. So one of our teams is the float team. It's a team I formed for people who wanted to participate, but their schedules, they just would not permit it to commit to a long-term team. So they help as needed. And in the last year, I volunteered as a float, apart from my position as a volunteer coordinator. I've been asked to help in several capacities. I've been the co-leader of the women's group. I was a holiday market committee member, and I filled in as a building host for leasing our building as a venue. Personally, I'm an empty nester. And in the last year, I've been searching for social opportunities and experiences to expand my community without depleting my pocketbook. And in this process, I found that community centers are a blessing to Portland. The classes, the organized social events, the opportunities to explore things that I didn't even know I was interested in. They're all there, and they're all ready for me. Well, in the process of being afloat here and performing different duties at Unity, I found something very surprising. I realized that this place, this building, it's not only a spiritual home for our spiritual family, but it is a community center for our greater community. It serves the same purpose, and therefore it speaks to my heart. In the women's group, Marilee and I organize many workshops downstairs and outings out in our community. As a committee member for the holiday market, I organize volunteers and help set up and break down the market. I also had a table where I sold my baked goods. And in this capacity, I saw the many new faces that were brought through our doors, the enjoyment and the celebration of the holiday season. As a building host, it was a pleasure to meet so many different kinds of people in our broader community. I found that holding the space for others was an opportunity to offer others just what I was looking for, a place to explore and to expand. In helping in whatever way I could, when I could, I was able to witness that the building is like a community center. It offers so much more than a spiritual home. In my heart, it's truly a place of expansion. So I am not the only one that works in different capacities here. So many of us do, and I want to point that out. We don't just do one thing. We often do many things, and that's what it takes to hold a space like this. And so I want to thank all of you in our spiritual family that provide donations, that help maintain this place, and that help organize its use. Thank you so much. And that's my story.
Thank you, Denise. All right. So, service is it's a pathway to that presence we might call God, or we might call the infinite. It's a way we give from our hearts. And one of the other ways that we also connect is through meditation. In just a moment, as you listen to this music and we move into a short time of meditation, I just invite you to open your heart to the realization, the anchoring, that this presence and power is within me, eternally moving through me.
What
as we relax into our chairs, we turn our attention inward and we simply breathe in the awareness of the vibrant essence, the infinite energy of the universe that moves through us now. Letting go and letting God, the infinite presence and power, knowing that we are one with His presence. We recognize that peace is the truth of our being. It's the journey, that peace that passes all understanding, that we are invited to walk this day. And with every breath, we simply rest in that awareness that peace is the movement within us now. In the silence, in the silence. And with every breath, we know that this peace moves through us. It lives as us. And we know that it moves into this world. And we simply say, here we are, Infinite Spirit. Thank you for this understanding. We let go. And we let that infinite, as it is this day, each breath. And so it is. Amen.
Oh, a call for something more. Rain down peace, no more war. Oh, a call for something drive by. Red moon, mountains dry. The way you burn makes me cry. As the land is changing, always slowly falling into the seams. Hear my call. Hope to us all. Was it our fault? How could we know? Each step we took on the land, it would grow. High tide, what's green is blue. I pray for help upon the roof. High tide, cars and canoes. Oh, hold me close, we'll see this through. As the land is changing, always slowly falling into the seams. Hear my call. Hope to us all. Was it our fault? How could we know? Each step we took on the land, it would grow. Mother Earth, Father Sky, let us sleep safe tonight. Mother Earth, Father Sky, let us sleep safe tonight. Mother Earth, Father Sky, let us sleep safe tonight. Mother Earth, Father Sky, let us sleep safe tonight. Hear my call. Hope to us all. Was it our fault? How could we know? Each step we took on the land, it would grow.
Thank you, thank you. We are so grateful. Oh, and here we are. Anybody wake up this morning and say, I am so glad to be alive? Okay, a few of us might have. Some of us may said, oh, dear God, it's another day. Especially if you get on your cell phone first. That is not always the wisest thing to do. One of the things I am making sure is that is hidden somewhere so that I just simply get out of my bed and get into this meditation chair, which I now notice is sinking further. I'm going to have to look at a different chair and just simply begin to know larger ideas than we may be experiencing around us. We are in times that, one of the words for them is liminal. They are in between times. The structures that we have known and counted on in our brains are shifting. Now, there are a lot of people trying to hold on to old structures, and I call them old stories, but these are ways of seeing our world. They're ways of seeing ourselves. How many of us grew up thinking that we were in a country that was stable and democratic and had these pieces and these pieces? And when that shifts, do you know what it does? Actually, do you know what it does to your ego? Ego wants a box that says, this is life, this is who I am, and nothing ever changes. Anybody try to hold on to that ego your whole life? My body can't change. My life can't change. You can't change. This can't change. And what does the universe do? It says, oh, honey, let me help you evolve. Let me help you here. These stories are old. They're life views. They're ways of seeing our world, and they have to change. What we didn't know is that meant everything in us has to change too. All of the ways we knew ourselves, all of the things that we thought were important, the way we structured this. And so sometimes in New Thought, which Unity is part of New Thought, we think we'll just pray our way through. Honey, we can't pray our way through. We can pray. We can hold ideas, and we can pray every single moment as we walk through. But my desire is to be changed at depth also. I want to grow. I want to understand. I want to evolve to a place that, first of all, I don't have to do this again in this way. I don't, the universe will say, if we don't get it the first time, how many times in our lives have you said, how did I just marry the same person again? Or how did I marry my mother? Or how did I move into something? It's like the universe just says, honey, let me help you. Let me help you here. Let me help you here. Let me help you here. Because we live in an evolving universe. This is our second week in a series that it leads into and it ends at Easter. And you may have known an old story of Easter that was just about someone being crucified, and the only definition I grew up with in New Thought of crucifixion was it was crossing out of the things that no longer serve us. And it was a rising up in consciousness of something more. And so if we can shift a little bit from old views, we can realize how important this time is that leads up to that, rising up above something more, rising up. These are the sacred stories of a people. And so this series is called The Call of Something More. And what I want us to get over and over and over again is that call is an eternal call of the universe that is within us. Now you might be saying, yeah, well, I'd sure like a list, please. I'd like to know where I'm going, what we're supposed to do, and how we get ourselves, quote, out of this. There's no way out but through, and it is a movement. And part of the reason I'm doing the workshop about spiral dynamics today is because it's part of it. And if you haven't, first of all, if you haven't had a renewal of spiral dynamics, if you already know it, I would encourage you to be a part, because it is a scientific understanding, and I'll go into it a little bit later, but it is a scientific understanding of the evolution of consciousness throughout humanity. And it shows, you can say, oh, this group is in power right now. And that consciousness is doing this, and that's not going any further. And that consciousness is the one that starts wars. It's the one that does this. And this has this. And you can begin to look at it. And so what I want us to understand is that the universe hasn't stopped calling us because the world is shifting. In fact, in a lot of ways, I believe we're being called to even more, but it's letting go of stuff, and it's reckoning with stuff. It's reckoning with what white privilege looked like. It's reckoning with what this journey has been up until now for us, and how we rise further, how we know more. Again, Myrtle Fillmore said, life is always calling us into greater expression, and healing and transformation begin when we listen within. Sometimes we have old voices speaking so loudly that we can't actually hear what's going on. And so part of the sacred journey, anybody have a critic or something that says you're just not worth it anyway? And yet actually, the truth is you're a divine creation of spirit who was born into a time when we followed this old stuff that says you're less than dirt, you're less than, you're a sinner, you're this or you're that. But the new story, the actual understanding of this is this being came to say, wait a minute, Jesus came saying, I'm connected to God. God is and he knew Father. And we could get upset saying, oh my God, he called this essence Father, which by the way, many of those are mistranslated and they were actually creative one. But the thing is, he came from a place where you were killed if you saw the face of God. That was exponentially larger than the consciousness that was prevalent in the world in that time. Buddha did the same thing. The only thing is Jesus was a social activist. He didn't just say, let's move through this. So Jesus had 3 years of this movement, and what he said was, the kingdom is within you. And he told people, it's within you, it's within you, it's within you. And then he came and with this idea that, what I do, you can do. Because he wasn't saying I own it, or you have to come through me. The idea is you get to come through the divine aspect of yourself. Jesus recognized it and moved through it. And so throughout history, people have come with these consciousness, these consciousness that's beyond its time. Have you seen that? And we often call them our heroes. What we don't realize is every one of us is a part of that breaking through of this consciousness. And so every time somebody begins to say, wait a minute, I am more than this, we actually are breaking through the old story. Because the old crystallized story is, no, you're not. You got to go to him to get somewhere. Or you have to do this. Or you're never going to be anything more than this. So just pray that you get somewhere like heaven. And we could shift our view of heaven and say heaven is a state of consciousness at one with the infinite. Not a place I try to get to, but I'll tell you this. If I am not choosing heaven right now, I know what hell looks like. It looks like me, alone, afraid, not enough, not knowing what I'm doing. It's all of those pieces. They're states of consciousness. And when we take on a larger state of consciousness, something happens. And we are a part of that. And what we don't realize so often, part of this also was the old physics. It told us we're all separate. Now, David Bohm says, as human beings and societies, we seem separate. But in our roots, we are part of an indivisible whole in the same cosmic process. That means we're all a part of it. So really quick, I want to remind us our place in evolution. Again, I use often, just in case, I want to spend at least a minute on this. But I want to look at it as we seem separate, but we're not. And that's where we get to look at it. Dr. Ilia Delio said, and she calls it her Encyclopedia of Evolution. So I just want you to remember how new we are at this. But she said there's 30 volumes. So we're talking about from the beginning of this essence, this movement, this you can, and people say, well, was it God or was it evolution? It is the infinite essence of the universe, the infinite intelligence of the universe that created in this Big Bang and then all moved forth from there. And we have continued to evolve. But I want to tell you the story. First of all, so there's 30 volumes, and this is up until today. Each volume has 450 pages, and each page is 1 million years. Okay, so let's start with that. Volume 1 is the Big Bang. Volume 21, Earth is formed. Volume 22, life begins to form. Volume 29, it's the Cambrian period, large animals, dinosaurs. Volume 30, and remember this is 450 pages in each volume, a million years for each page. Volume 30, dinosaurs go extinct on page 385. Very particular. Volume 30, mammals appear on page 390. Whales, elephants, some of these larger essences. Volume 30, page 450, the last page in this volume 30, last line, last 2 words, human person emerges. And that's how far we are in evolution. Now, from that time, about 100,000 years, our consciousness has been evolving. But do you realize we are part of this bigger story? And here we think, it's right here, it's right now, it's all around me. So there's a bigger essence. And do you know what has moved through all of those pages? It's, I hear it more and more and more. The universe becoming aware of itself. That is the intelligence of the universe expanding and expanding and expanding. And what's fascinating is Pierre Teilhard de Chardin says it's going to an omega point, We're unfinished. We live in an unfinished world. We're being created, and we are creating at every moment. So we're the ones creating the consciousness that moves to the next level and moves to the next level. Now, spiral dynamics goes through, so what have we done with our time? What is the consciousness and the levels of consciousness? And that is a powerful piece, because I can then, I don't know about you all, those of you who have studied it, but it changes how I see it. What we know is that life emerges towards newness and greater complexity. Where we're going, Pierre Teilhard de Chardin said, was the omega, which is unity of life, of the essence of the universe, of all that is. Nothing's destroyed. You're stardust coming into this beautiful body that we may or may not have woken up this morning and said, oh, what a beautiful body, but we might try it because it's part of the creation. And so I want to just introduce these ideas because there's so much more. What's really happening in us? Our soul at some point says, I'll be there. I'm happy to have this experience. I'm happy to watch things fall away and to realize there's something more of me. And that's what we're being offered to do. We're continually being offered the opportunity to be involved. In fact, Andrew Cohen said, you're not just an individual, you are culture incarnate. As an evolving self, you're the manifestation of a collective, conditioned way of seeing and responding to life. Anybody being offered an opportunity to change right now? This is what it is. We were born into a family that had the views, and we may wrestle with every one of them or we may love them all. We are that universe. We were born into this conditioned mindset. And we said, our soul said, I'll experience this journey. I'll find a larger answer. And so right now, if you are feeling chaos in your world and your ego is screaming, and by the way, that ego is not bad. We do not want to annihilate our ego. We want to evolve through it. But boy, does it take us for a ride. Because it's fear. It's anger, it's all this stuff. So if we feel like the ground has shifted and we are petrified, we're right where we're supposed to be. I'd like to take a higher, easier path and just say, I'm just going to choose this and I've got there. Right now, in the last, 30 volumes of evolution at all of those millions and millions of years, 18 billion years, we haven't. Instead, the universe is going to move through us. But spiral dynamics, Claire Graves created another system for understanding the way that the world works. And he realized in 1951, he was teaching, he was a psychology professor, and he was teaching all of these different systems of psychology. So he was teaching humanism, he was teaching, all the different pieces, and then his students would say, well, which one's the best? And he said, well, it's not about best, they're just different. And he kept saying, I didn't have any answers for anybody of how do we live our lives? What should we think? What do we do? And so he began research. And from 1951 till sometime in the 70s, he did that research. I think in the early 70s, but it may have been he did it the rest of his life. He tried to fit his data into Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It was a good friend of his, and so he worked with that. And he said, it doesn't fit. And Abraham said, what do you mean? And he said, well, first of all, there's more after self-actualization. But he also said, there's groups of people fitting into different ways of thinking, and he called them worldviews. And actually he called them memes. He didn't probably say worldview as much, but that's what, and it's like these different worldviews, they're present everywhere. And then another one emerges, and another one emerges. And so spiral dynamics is the theory of these worldviews. And what's so interesting is every one of us goes through it as we grow. I was hoping I wasn't involved, when I first, but I want to tell, it's like, could we just evolve over here and tell me the answers and just give me the book at least? We can read a book. That's what we want. But this idea, when I first learned spiral dynamics, and it was in the 70s, no, it wasn't, it was in the 90s. It was in, I had been ordained, and I went to my first minister's training, and a woman, E.J. Niles, came in, and she spoke for a week to the ministers. There were 200 of us there. I've never been to a conference where you sit in a chair from basically 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 5 days in a row, where we ended up with 250 at the end of it. People actually called their friends and said, you have to do this. But everything in my understanding of myself and humanity shifted because I had a different lens. I saw what was happening. I saw I was a part of it. And what I know right now is that we are a part of what's happening. And every one of us has a part to play. You, right where you are, the difficulties in your life, as you hold them gently and know they're a sacred path, we can begin to realize, oh my goodness, that's the evolutionary impulse of the universe, taking me to a place where I can come to terms with, and it might be, for me, it's as a white woman, realizing, oh my goodness, this was the history that I was never told. And to find a place to put it into my nervous system to understand it, and then to find a place to stand in a larger area and say, no more. We have to understand these pieces. Or it might be that I show up and I'm one of the beings in the middle of this, and I can get so angry at what's happening to me, and yet what I begin to realize is that's the sacred evolutionary journey. And I'm going to say it, that I chose, my soul chose. And when we come together with family that we'd like to strangle, that's the evolutionary journey somewhere in there. And we both learn to say yes to this and no to this. What we're also learning, we know every level of this is more complex, and it's talking about relationships. We have more relationships. We have to find places to put it. We have to walk through these things we don't understand, and we have to hold paradigms and paradoxes in our hand. This is true, and this is true. And I am more than all of it because I'm a part, just like those around me, of that walking forward. So the universe is unfinished. What's fascinating is we're a part of the creation of God. Pierre de Chardin and Ilia Delio and many of these really brilliant beings realize, and that's a new one for me. I'm like, no, there's an infinite presence that is whole, infinite, and complete. And it's so much more. We're the ones creating that. So as we walk, and I wish I could go further into it, and by the way, I know it said it had a suggested love offering. My invitation to you is to pay with your heart, to pay what is yours to pay, and to just simply be a part if you'd like to be. What I'd like to see is for us this week to begin to breathe into all the things we're being asked to hold and just let them be. Know they're divine. You might knock on your little ego's door and say, honey, I'm here. I'm not leaving you, but I'm not allowing you to steer the ship. You're not in charge. And then to say, how do I stand into a larger view? It requires I say yes to this idea and no to this idea. Yes to this, no to this. Yes to this, no to this. That's the actual evolutionary movement. And many of us were taught to be quiet, to go along. In every stage of humanity, those difficult people are the ones who transformed us all. This is Women's History Month. I looked at Sojourner Truth and the path that being walked when she just simply, during the Civil War, as she went through these ideas, and she recruited black soldiers for the Union and cared for wounded troops, and she had been enslaved and just kept saying, I'm not a slave, and you can't make me one. That was a consciousness that came through beings who stood, and there were countless others that said, I'm not a captive, and you can't make me one. And that was the consciousness that was needed. Right now, we might think, I want to go to depression, I want to go to pain, I'm in so much pain, I can't move, what do? I wake up and the world's changing. You are not that. You are so much more, because you are the universe becoming aware of itself. You are divine love. And even in the midst of all that stuff, we can simply hold our hearts and say, I am one with the infinite. Thank you. Thank you. And with that, we have the opportunity to receive our tithes and our love offerings. I work to go from we're the infinite to, okay, what's next on the agenda here? Because I know there's an opening in this community, and learning to gather together is such an important thing. And part of that is beginning to realize all the answers we seek right now are already present and available on the planet. One of the things of evolution is all of the intelligence needed for every level of evolution is already within hearts, it's within souls, it's within beings, and enough is within each of us. It is already there. Enough money, enough in this country to walk through all that we need to walk through, enough in the world. It's already there. So when we begin this idea, we're looking at enough coming through us and making an investment in this. I asked this morning for this community, but really we're doing it on a consciousness level. So we're going to say our blessing. There are cards in front of you if you'd like to find ways to give. There are white cards that show the different pieces, and it's so nicely put up here also, because I have to tell you, I do not remember them on an ongoing basis. I simply don't, but I do know our blessing. And our blessing is divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
which way's the wind blowing? What does your heart say? Follow the sun. Which way the wind blows when this day is done. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. You know, part of the realization that we are this movement of spirit and we're all connected at that is the opportunity we have each Sunday to sing our youth in, because we are the eyes that see them and we get to see the light and the love and the presence and the power that they are. So I just invite you to allow the love that is in your heart and to allow it to encircle this room into which our youth walk and see them whole, infinite, and complete this moment.
Are the star of the morning, are the heaven smiling at us, you're God's gift of tomorrow. Oh, how we love you, oh, how we love you. Are the star of the morning, you are heaven smiling at us, you're God's gift of tomorrow. Oh, how we love you. Oh, how we love you.
My name is Kaylee, and we did. I can't do it. I don't like doing it.
You want to do it?
My name is Otis, and today we got these cool necklaces, and we wrote down on paper something that we have anxiety about, and then dissolved it in a bowl of water. And we did it to help make us stronger.
Okay. And I just want to take a moment and say thank you, Kaylee. You helped make us all stronger, too, because sometimes we get scared, and that's okay. We're going to do you guys in a moment. We are going to, Carol, are you coming up and share? I'm giving you this. So today we also have another opportunity, and we have board members coming over.
Yes, could we have all of our staff members come up?
So any of you, yes,
Dixie,
staff.
Alice.
And that,
Beth.
Pam, that includes you.
Yeah.
And Leah,
Yeah,
we would love
Pam.
you. We don't need any more microphones.
Okay, we're missing, who are we missing?
Who are we missing?
Okay,
And Barbara, where are you?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
all right. So,
And
this
Pam is here, and Leah is back, and she's not, she is
Yes.
in the sound booth.
So these are the people who run this place, basically. And we're so grateful to you guys, to each and every one of you, for the faithful service to our community. Your time, your kindness, your dedication, the care and spiritual nourishment that you give so many of us. We just thank you, and we want you to know that we're so deeply honored that you share your gifts with us all the time, every day, and we want you to know that you're appreciated. And so we have a little token of love for you. Yes.
And we have cake downstairs if you'd like to celebrate them during Connection Hour.
Sure.
what she said, but in addition to that, these women give endlessly and tirelessly of their efforts and their gifts, and we are so appreciative of all you do. Thank you. Blessings.
Thank you, thank you. And please be sure, each of you, to thank them, because this community runs with their continued decades of support to this community and so many other Unity communities. And Marilee, are you, or who's someone sharing with us from our Uniteens?
Hi, my name is Sebastian. Today, we rated our strength with these papers to show how strong mentally we are for all of us. I was surprised that I have confidence in myself for even being someone like me, because I kind of mess up a lot.
Anybody in here mess up a lot? Yeah, we do. We are human. We are so blessed. And part of what we get to do today, so there'll be a connection hour downstairs. We invite you all to come and just share a table with another being and say, hello, how are you? What's your story? There'll be a cake for you, all of you, and please say thank you to them. I'm trying to think of what else is happening other than we will be gathering here probably now at 12:50, but 12:45 for signing up. That's what it is. We did our love in action. If you are willing to be a part of the service, and my goal is that 70% of this community is in service, because it's a part of a connected community that knows the truth of who we are. So we're going to stand and we're going to join hands and we're going to hold an intention for this planet. Oh, yes. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let's close with our unity prayer. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And we just say, thank you, God. We're going to sing our youth out.